Tips, brought to you by Customer Support. In this quick tip, we will demonstrate how to create a checking account in cash management. To add a new checking account to the Intact system, navigate to the Cash Management application. Here you can click on the checking account icon on the map or navigate to Cash Management, Records, Checking Accounts, Add. This will take you to the checking account information screens. There are three tabs. We have the checking account information, the accounting information, and check printing information. Take note, the red fields are required and must be populated in order to save the checking account information. Let's start by adding the account ID. The ID is a unique ID that you create in order for you to identify your checking accounts. Next, add the bank account or checking account number. Next, we will populate the bank name. The next two fields, the routing number and the branch ID, this information is located on your check. The routing number is typically a 9-digit number. If you are unclear what your routing number is or your branch ID, please contact your bank. The branch ID is typically located near the date on your check. The next step is to populate the bank address and phone number if you have that information. Next, we have the status field. You'll want to keep the status field to active while the bank account is in use. But if at some point you need to inactivate the account, this is the screen where you would go to inactivate the bank account. We also have a reconciliation mode. This can be selected and changed at any time. We have a manual option where you check off the transactions in the bank reconciliation screen, or we have an auto match option where you can upload a CSV file of your bank statement and the transactions will automatically match to the ones located in the system. And next, you will have your currency field. Here you will select the currency of the bank. Now that we've completed the checking account information, let's navigate to the Accounting Information tab. Here we will add the GL account associated with the bank account. This is the cash account that you have your transactions associated with for this bank account. If you do not have this cash account set up at the time of setting up your bank account, you can click on the plus icon to add a new GL account here. Keep in mind that you can only use this cash account in one bank or one credit card account. They cannot overlap. We have this restriction in order for bank reconciliation purposes. Next, you can add a default payables journal and a receivables journal. Also, you have the option of adding the service charge GL account and interest earned GL account. These accounts can be entered in at the time of your bank reconciliation, and these are not required to set up. Also, we have our department ID and location ID. These fields can be populated with a department or location. I would like to point out that if you are in a shared environment, a shared M console, that you will be required to populate a location. Next, we have the reconciliation balance and last reconciliation date. As you use your checking account, you can come in here to see when it was last reconciled, what the date was, and also the balance. Also, bank account has been reconciled. The cutoff date will be populated here. This is the beginning balance cutoff date that you entered on your first reconciliation. Now that we have completed populating the Accounting Information tab, we can save the checking account. The Check Printing Information tab can be populated at the time of aligning your checks. Click on Save. This will save your checking account and add it to the list of checking accounts in the system. This concludes how to create a checking account in the Intact system.